certainly are. And we are back underway, so fasten your seatbelts. It's saber time. I know Samele has won a World Cup. In fact, picked up 4 bronze medals and a silver medal, but won the Chicago World Cup back in May 2014. That's probably his best result to date, so he's going to get at least another bronze medal here. Whereas Gemesi hasn't won a major tournament, hasn't won a World Cup. His best result was a silver medal at the World Cup in Spain in 2014. So like you say, it's been a while since we've seen them on this stage. We have a technical issue here.
You know, I think after Olympics of Rio, most of the top 16 guys are maybe tired or are not fit yet, and these guys today deserve to be, because it's a long time they were not in final, and they enjoy this moment to say to everybody, okay, we are present now, we are back, and it's probably our time now to do something interesting.
Yeah, an opportunity for that. We had
Exactly.
Matthias Jabo up here, the world number 18 from Germany, for the quarter-final matches, and he was saying that just that some are taking a rest, some haven't quite got back into fitness. And I said, but why do they come here? And he said, have you been to the beach yet? It's 33 degrees outside.
No, frankly, I don't think so. I don't think so, because most of the guys are professional. That's in their minds. That means they know to prepare, they know to have a good time also. But when it's a competition, and I'm convinced they were ready. But you know, sometimes the motivation is up and down for the best one, and the guys who attended the Olympics are now need some time now to refine a certain motivation, certain engagement. So I'm sure they will be present very near the World Championships in July. So now they have time to prepare and to get a better fitness.
Yeah, it's a 4-year cycle. It's an awfully long time to stay completely motivated throughout. And obviously the goal here, whilst we do have World Championships and Zonal Championships on an annual basis in fencing, the big one is the Olympic Games.
Of course. Everybody knows this, but also in a career of a high-level athlete, it's important also to get some medals in World Championships, because we have in fencing one World Championships a year. We have always a target in a year for the fencers. It's very interesting because guys can find motivation every year. If you miss 1 year, then the year after, the next year, you can reach something, you can achieve something. So that's interesting, and yes, they will be present for World Championships, surely.
Well, it's a while off now. The World Championships is the season finale for the 2016-17 season. We've had 3 back-to-back weekends of Grand Prix action, a Turin foil competition back here 2 weekends ago. Last weekend it was the Doha Epee Grand Prix. Here we are present in Cancun, Mexico for the Sabre Grand Prix. Yana Egorian, the Olympic champion, picking up the gold medal last night. And here we have, as Pierre has said, 4 surprising but somewhat unusual fencers in the men's semi-finals. Now, if you're wondering what the heck's going on, we've got this wireless technology in fencing now. We don't see fencers tethered to the scoring apparatus anymore, using modern technology, and it appears that Luigi Samele's transceiver, the box that sends the information from the fencer's equipment to the scoring apparatus, was faulty. So they've had to completely replace that. They test, and it looks like we're going to get back underway. If you're new to Sabre, Pierre, we've got the Olympic Channel broadcasting us again tonight for these medal matches. So if you're new to fencing and you're watching on the Olympic Channel, Sabre's the only cutting weapon. You have to say it's one of the most exciting weapons at men's level especially, and the target area is everything above the waist, and you can hit with the tip of the sword and the side of the blade, and the referee is Vasyl Malenshev here, and he has to decide who the attacking fencer is.
Oh, you are amazing. Yeah, it was a very nice summary. You have noticed, guys, practice Sabre wireless. Wireless, it's important. Only during Grand Prix, we can practice saber wireless, and so that's fine. That's why sometimes there is just a small problem, but normally it's very nice.
Well, we were talking yesterday with Donald Anthony, the Vice President of the FIA, talking about this wireless technology and how far it's come. You actually coach the British team at the Leon Paul Fencing Centre, and we were talking about their new wireless technology. Have you had a chance with the team to try out their new system?
Not yet. I know Leon Paul is almost, or has found the system also, like Ukrainian guys, so I think it's not a secret. But we didn't try it for the moment. I hope we will do next year. So that means in a few days.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not long left of 2016.
No.
This is the final action of fencing in the series, and Gemesi is trying to stay in touch with Luigi Samele here. The Italian has got a very slender lead. No time in, no clock in sabre. They don't use the clock because it's such a fast discipline that the referee gives the fencers a break when the first fencer reaches 8 points. Now, the referee's chosen to go and have a look at the video here. Another enhancement to our sport.
Yeah, on the video, in my opinion, we see Gemesi extend his arm very well, but you know, the referee disagrees with me, so that means 5-2 for Samele.
And it looks like Samele's going to challenge, I think he was thinking about challenging him, but Vasil Malenshev, the referee, was very decisive in saying, you know, this is a compound attack. He feinted to the head and then changed lines at the end. He didn't stop his attack. The referee has such an important decision to make in terms of who is the attacking fencer. Gemesi, just like that, has got himself right back into this.
Yeah, very nice. Gemesi has a very nice footwork. He has very strong legs, and he can use all the piste and push his opponent at the bottom of the piste and extend his arm with a nice attack in the right target. So very nice sabre.
Well, this time Gemesi again launches the attack, and Luigi Samele calls for a video review. So these video reviews are really important. The fencers now get 2 appeals per match up to 15. So they can, if they disagree with the referee's decision, they can go and ask the referee just to have a look at the video. If they are found to be correct in their appeal, they keep it, and they'll keep their 2 appeals. If they're wrong, as Luigi Samele was there, he's now down to 1 appeal. And we were talking to Matthias Jabo. We've seen that have a big effect so far today. In particular, the fight between Eli Dershowitz and Luigi Samele was a really telling point. Dershowitz 14-11 up. I don't know whether you saw this fight, but it's 14-11 up.
Mm-hmm.
Referee gives the hit to Dershowitz. Dershowitz wins. Samele calls for the video replay. Decision overturned. Samele gets the hit, goes on to win 15-14.
Yeah, there is a tactical aspect.
Yes.
So, of course, because if you use immediately your joker, your appeals, probably this can miss you at the end of the match. So you don't have to be in a hurry. You have to have a good reflection when you are an athlete. Even if sabre is very fast, you have in just 1 second to decide if you ask the video or not, or if you prefer to keep it for later. And so this is important also tactically.
There's another thing to balance. I mean, you have to balance so many things: good footwork, good technique, when to explode your attack, when to look for defense, and when to use your video replays. It's all balanced. And
you need also to have a brain. Yes, so it's a lot of things to manage, lot of skills to manage also, and everything is adjustment.
Yeah, and if you're off just a little bit in one of those things, it can have a big effect on your result in the day.
Of course.
We were talking to Mathias Jabo about is the balancing act here as Samele takes us to the break at 8-7, nothing in this one. The balancing act of when to fight with a clear decision and when to fight instinctively, when to be able to use the a balance, whether you against one particular fencer perhaps you have to fight more instinctively, and against others you have to fight more tactically.
Yeah, you are completely right. That means when you go in guard position, just the alley from the referee, you have to decide which action you want to do. But of course, you have an opponent in front of you who is moving, and sometimes even if you have decided a specific action, you are obliged to readapt, to react immediately, and that's why guys take some lessons with the coaches, mechanic lesson, because if it doesn't work as you want, you have immediately the possibility, because you have worked a lot of actions and you have repeated a lot of actions, the same action, you can save the situation.
Yep.
Because yes, I repeat, the guy in front of you moves. So
yeah, so you kind of learn almost like robot fashion how to do things. So you give your muscles the memory to know, oh, that action failed, I must immediately go for the parry riposte or run away, make my feet.
you're right. Yeah, exactly. It's a question of memory, exactly, of driving, of drawing with your hand, with your feet.
Well, it's a very exciting match here, and it looks like we're going to see the referee bringing a card out for an early start.
Yeah, because you have understood, you have to be very fast on the alley of the referee. You have to be very fast sometimes, and sometimes guys start before the alley of the referee, and of course they have a sanction because it's a very nice advantage to start. And you don't have to start, of course, before the referee.
Well, as you can see from the caption on the screen, Luigi Samele does have that yellow card sticking up over his Italian flag. Now that's a minor infringement, so it's a kind of friendly warning. But if he commits another minor foul, he'll get another yellow card, 2 yellow cards make a red card, and that's a point for your opponent. So he now needs to be very careful not to start early or to cross his legs going forward. You're not allowed to do that in Sabre or commit any other offence.
Yeah, also. So now it's important because Samele has been advertised. No, has been he has a yellow card.
Oh, I've been warned. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry. And so now he has to be careful because he needs a very nice stability each time. And probably Gemesi will use this. That's a fact for the moment. So good direction from Samele. Is very quiet, very relaxed at the same time.
Not normal for an Italian Sabreur, is it, to be very quiet and relaxed?
Yeah, yes, it's strange, but you know when you are short of on the top 3, after you, how to explain, you are calmer now.
Yeah.
You have just to focus on your fencing and not on your result. The result is in the pocket. It's okay. You are on the top 3. So now the next target is to fence well. Why not win the competition? But yeah, now I think he's in the clouds now, Mr. Samele, because he does what he wants. His parallel was very confident.
He does what he wants, and it's all working. A carrier pass followed up by an attack. This time it's Gemesi that gets his parry in there. It's interesting you say that, though. These are Grand Slam events. These are there's 3 of them per weapon. This is the first one for Sabre, and you score the most points at these tournaments. And so once you get to the top 3, I think there is an element of relaxing a little bit.
Yeah, sure. This is a great event to win. But I repeat, just after Olympic Games, it's just not a strange situation, but okay, it's quieter than normally.
Than this time last year, where it was all about qualification for the Rio Olympic Games.
Yeah, exactly.
Luigi Samele has made it through. Coach Serovic looking very happy there. Respect shown in every single fencing match. Everyone's shaking everyone's hand. It is a battle, but they're friends afterwards. Samele will go on to contest for the gold medal a little later on. Now the question is, who is he going to be fencing? Will it be the Russian world number 63 Ilya Motorin, or is it going to be this surprise package? He really is a surprise package.
He is a surprise, yeah.
In Korean Lee Jong-hyun. Have you been watching him today, Pierre?
You know the Korean guys, Kim or Lee. There are many guys called like this. So to be fair, I don't know this guy. I think he's young. I think he's new. I don't know if in junior category he